And I'm sure that if you took a quick peek at their numbers, all of these men that mask themselves in faux masculinity, all of these men that mask themselves in PUA technique, game, frame, all this nonsense, niggas that gotta trick bitches to get them in bed. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, gentlemen, Hammerhand, the MGTOW Monk, back at you, one mo again. Yo, man, So I was sitting around thinking, okay, I know it's dangerous, but I have to take a chance. I was sitting around thinking about that new alpha video that I just dropped. And I don't see anything wrong with that. I don't. What I see is what I said, and that is that there are many men out here today, right now, that are in the process of monetizing you, doing that Pied Piper, playing that skin flute to run you right back around to the plantation. Did you know that the plantation has a front door? Very obvious. A side door, a little obvious, and a back door, which disguises itself as MGTOW philosophy and real, genuine red pill philosophy. You cannot preach red pill or MGTOW philosophy and remain on the plantation. You cannot. That's what I call the Dozial effect. You know Rachel Dozial? She was the one that was running around for years saying that she was black because she's a self-hating white, and then she got discovered. She was even the head of a local NAACP chapter. It's the Dozial effect, right? You will be discovered, Mr. PUA. You will be discovered. Most people out here that are genuine about their red pill pursuits, about being a MGTOW, about being a monk, they already know who you are. I said at the beginning of this year, 2020 was the year that we root out and expose all of these fucking mongrels that are working against men that are trying to find their way out of this blue pill haze, this blue pill malaise. 2020 is the year. And oh, what a year it has been. Monstrous year. But a productive year, a beneficial year. Many people would say, let me clear my throat. Let me clear my throat for this one. Many people would say that this has been a terrible fucking year. It's been awful. It's disgusting. I wish we could strike it from the record. No. This year has exposed the shell games that are out there. The feminism shell game. The equality shell game. The equity shell game. The bar soap salesman. The snake oil salesman shell games that are run. And guess what? They're all run on men. You see, these men, when they were first starting out their channels, when they were first starting to preach, they got out ahead of everybody. They had a big head start. Just come on over to my channel. Support me. Let's go buy this thing here. Go buy that thing here. Go buy that thing over here. Now, I'm not talking about men that make a merch store. You can sell whatever you want to sell. You can sell your used Belle Delphine bathwater if you want to. The fact that motherfuckers were buying that broad's bathwater should just show you, oh my God, how much work there still is to be done. Just fucking horrendous. That is a person with no soul. That's somebody that is all consumed. They're gone. Good luck ever finding the real them. But I told you that this would be the year. This is the year that all of these men are stood up on the wall. They're in the mugshot line. We know who they are. And fuck them for going around behind men and trying to sabotage men. Fuck them for that. You're worse than the fucking bitches. You're worse than the feminists. You're blue-pilled lapdogs. Rather take a fucking bullet in the face than be that. I mean that. I said a long time ago that this would be the year. And it has been the year. You see, once these people started their successful model, right? They started their successful model of fleecing men under the guise of helping men. You gotta support us, man. You gotta support us. You have to do this, that, and the other. Otherwise, we can't bring you the free shit where we just turn on the fucking camera and talk into it because it's so expensive to do that. I understand wanting to be autonomous. I understand wanting to be independent. I do not understand using men to support you because that sounds an awful lot like a bitch to me. Now the day will come when I drop a merch store. I'm gonna do that. See if I can make some money on the fucking side. I'm gonna do that. But I don't call myself a philanthropist or an entrepreneur because I've done that. Excuse me. Every once in a great while, somebody will come across and say, here, man, just for you. That has happened 2 times in 4 years, 5 years. And that's not 2 times where I say, man, goddamn, that's only happened 2 times. I say, I'm grateful for the 2 times. I'm grateful for that. My man out in the outback, he's watching. He knows what time it is. And then somebody else that I will not discuss because they asked me not to. Very generous contributions on both counts, and I appreciate the shit out of it. I'm not out here to collect money, gentlemen. I'm not out here for that. Starting a little side hustle, so maybe I can take an extra day off a week. Concentrate on making videos, concentrate on doing live streams. That's not a bad thing, and I could accept that. But I know that if I stopped work altogether, I'd solidify. I damn sure would have to go to a gym if I wasn't working, that's for sure. Just to stay fucking mobile. What the fuck are you talking about, man? What are you rambling on about? Well, I'm gonna tell you. These people out here had a very successful strategy. And I'm sure that if you took a quick peek at their numbers, all of these men that mask themselves in faux masculinity, all of these men that mask themselves in PUA technique, game, frame, all this nonsense, niggas that gotta trick bitches to get them in bed. And you're gonna tell me, you're gonna lecture me about being a man? Fuck you. Fuck you. You slimy piece of dog shit. I'm not even trying to hear that. I know what being a man is. I know what being a man means. I know how to proceed from A to B to C. I don't skip all the way to X, W. I don't do that. I follow the steps. I follow the course. I know what it's supposed to do. I know the end result. A lot of you won't like this. The end result is that you got to take your goddamn lumps. The end result is that there is no cheat code for life. The end result is that you have to learn. You have to put the time in. When somebody comes to you and says, man, I got a quick way to end around all this bullshit. No, you don't. They're lying to you. It's just human nature that people do not want to listen to other people that have been through the fire. They just don't want to. They don't believe them. And sometimes, and I'm sorry to say it, sometimes you have to let them burn. You got to let them get their fucking cook on at least once so that they understand what's going on out here and how easy it is to replace them as a man, how disposable you are as a man. I don't fuck with all of this other nonsense anymore. I used to preoccupy myself with what was going on somebody's channel, you know, not in a destructive way, but if they're just talking shit, blah, 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 I don't mess with that. When men are actively leading other men over the fucking edge of a cliff, that's when I mess with it. That's when I've got something to say about it. And any self-respecting man should have something to say about that. That's just my opinion. You do you, but that's just my opinion. Excuse me. One more game. Oh, man. But we're running a little bit long on this one, gents. You know me, man. I try to keep them between 10 and 15. And I just want to tell you, there's a lot of misinformation and disinformation out there in the world. Get around this dude because he's just dicking around. And you do have to be smart. You do have to understand that these men that straddle that line, that play on that bullshit about red pill this, red pill that, look at their actions. What do their actions tell you about what they're saying? They're contradictory. We all know who these men are, right? You got your Ryan Stones, your Richard Coopers, your Donovan Sharps. I don't hate these men, but I despise the fact that these men have made small businesses, small economic engines off of the backs of men. It's not a difference of opinion when it comes to what a man is. We both know what men are and what men should be. And it has nothing to do with modifying who and what you are so that you can side up next to a piece. It has nothing to do with that. There is a distinct difference between my manhood and your manhood. My manhood embraces the man. It embraces the mythos. It embraces the legendary status of men. Yours doesn't. Gentlemen, y'all have a good afternoon out there. If I can think of anything worth a shit later on down the road, I'll do another one. Take your red pills. I'm talking to you, motherfucker. Oh, yeah! Get your daily dose of red pill with Hammerhand, the MGTOW Monk.